Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome. Come on in. Say hello when you jump on. I actually jumped on a minute early today. I'm looking for me on my iPad. So hopefully Facebook will let me see when somebody joins. Hello, hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know about you, but boy, this last week has seemed like forever, and I don't know why. Yeah, seems like it's been a long, long time since I've been on here, but it hasn't. It just feels that way. Hello, whoever joined. Hi, Dawn. Thanks for jumping on. So let's get started. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. My name is Kristen Conant, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am in Northwestern Michigan, Ludington to be exact. Today is Friday, October 11th, and you have joined me for my Friday free class. A free class is offered to you for a $50 order by using the host code that is on that sheet above my work surface here. If you go online and place a $50 order using that host code, I will cut the pieces for the card kits that I create with you online, and I will send them out to you as a thank you. I am not, however, allowed to stamp and send images to you. So that means you either need to order the stamp set and dies, or use something that you have at home that would work. So either way, but if you place that $50 order, you will get the card kit free. If you place a $55 order, you will receive an embellishment for free as well, in addition to the card kits. So, guess what's going on at Stampin' Up! It started the first of the month, and it goes to the end of the month, and that is all of Stampin' Up! Kits are offered right now at 30% off. So, in order to see these kits, though, you do need to go online to look at them, okay? We have some great kits. We have both kits that you need to stamp with, and we also have kits that you do not need to do any stamping with. So these kits are great for anybody. They are also great gifts. We're coming into the gift season, aren't we? So think outside, and with the holidays coming up, for somebody that is in your list that maybe likes to do some crafting, this might be a great opportunity for you to get something a little different for them this year. If you are needing help with looking at these kits, please reach out to me. I sure would love to help you out. In addition to the card kits being on sale, well, Stampin' Up! Also has a starter kit special. This month, from the 1st of October to the 31st of October, Stampin' Up! Has sweetened the deal for us to offer to you. Stampin' Up's kit is always the best deal that we offer. You typically get $125 worth of product for $99 in tax. Shipping is always free on a starter kit. But for the month of October, again, October 1st through the 31st of the month, you now get to pick $155 worth of product for the $99 in tax. Inside of the kit, you will have annual catalogs, you will have holiday catalogs, and a paper pumpkin. Now, we don't know which paper pumpkin kit they include in there, but there is a paper pumpkin included in the box as well, so that you can see what our paper pumpkins are like. Paper pumpkins and our online kits are very similar to each other, but yet still different. The stamp sets that are in the paper pumpkins and the kits are exclusives, meaning you can't go into a catalog or go online and just buy the stamp sets. So another perk, right? We love our stamps, like to collect those stamps. This is a great way to do that. So to the end of the month, our starter kit is $155 worth of stuff for $99. You get to pick what you want in the kit. So you get to pick $155 out of anything that you want. Right now, going on for demonstrators, we have some online exclusives that we as demonstrators can pre-order. Those online exclusives will become public for everybody to order on the 4th of November. But if you grab one of these kits on special right now, you can include that pre-order stuff in your kit. So if you need assistance with this as well, reach out to me. I would love to help you get that done, and I would love to have you on my team. We have a lot of fun. We do weekly Zoom meetings, we do in-person gatherings, we do training, we do stamping. We just have all kinds of fun, and I would love to have you part of the Create with Love team. Okay, what do I offer for classes? Well, we have today's class, right? We have the online class, but I also do in-person classes here in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. All of my October classes are now closed, meaning there is none open that you can RSVP for. We are past the deadline date. We are quickly approaching the first deadline date for one of the classes in November. Now, my classes are on a consistent basis, meaning you can count on these classes happening every week, every month rather, at the same day, same time. Okay, so you can mark your calendars and know ahead of time from month to month when I'm going to be doing what classes. So the first and last Monday of every month, I do product-based classes. I choose the products that we use. The price varies for the class depending on those products that I choose. The RSVP date for my product-based classes are 3 weeks prior to the class, as I need to order those products. You need to prepay for the class the 3 weeks in advance, so that I can order those products, get them in, cut the pieces you need to use in your card kit, and you will have lots and lots of extras left over that you can go home and either recreate the cards that we did here together in class, or of course you can always create your own. But the first and last Monday of every month is always a product-based class. So Reindeer Days is the next product-based class coming up in November. That is Monday, November 4th. In this class, you'll be receiving the real red and white peppermints, the real, it's a tongue twister, real red and white baker's twine, and the Reindeer Days 12x12 DSP. Fee for this class is $36 and due to me by October 14th. So today is the 11th, so we are quickly approaching that deadline date. So if you would like in on that class, let me know. Let's take a quick peek at this one. I always forget to do this, but I think I can find it rather quickly. Here it is. Here is the Reindeer Days. So we are going to be focusing on the Reindeer Days suite. You do not get the stamp sets or the dies in this class. The only things you will be receiving in this class are the peppermints, the twine, and the DSP. But we will be focusing on the suite for our projects, okay? just so you have an idea of the reindeer days. It's super cute. To be honest with you guys, this was one I was like, it's cute, but I can do without it. Wrong. I started playing with that bundle and I absolutely fell in love with it. I love that it is, how do we want to say, it's a retro suite. It reminds me of the days when I was growing up, and so that nostalgia, I just love that. You know, all the feelings you get come pouring back to you from when you were a kid, and so that's what Reindeer Days does for me. The second Monday of the month is my 10 card class, so you do need to RSVP 2 weeks prior to that one. So toward the end of the month, you do need to RSVP. My 6 card class is always the third Monday of the month. In this class, we do 3 different cards, but you're making 2 of each of the cards. Then a new class that I am starting to offer in November. It will be the third Thursday of the month, and that is Thursday, November 21st. I've already looked. That is not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's the week after, but we are doing It's a Kit Together night. For this class, I have kits that are here that you can pick from, and the fee for this class is $30. That includes your kit. We'll be gathering together, having snacks, just socializing, visiting, looking at everybody's, because everybody's probably going to be working on different kits, and that's always fun, so you can actually see all the other kits in process. So my Kit Together, again, is on a Thursday night, November 21st, and that will be at 7 p.m. Then the last Monday of the month of November is my Season of Elegance product-based class, and this class will be on Monday, November 25th at 7 p.m. We will be using the Season of Elegance suite. You'll be receiving the gold texture dots, the cherry cobbler and gold satin ribbon, and the Season of Elegance DSP. Fee for the class is $43, and that is due to me by November 4th. So we have a little bit of time for this one, but don't wait too long. Here's the caveat to this. If a lot of the products come and go, meaning they sell out, then they go on cannot order, and then they come back in stock. So as you start RSVPing for the class, I will be ordering your product because I want to make sure that it's here in time for the class. But this is the suite of products that we will be using. You're going to get these gold embellishments, this ribbon, and this is the DSP. This happens to be a double bundle suite. So for this class, we will be focusing on 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies for this one. Both of them are phenomenal, as is this embossing folder. Again, the stamp sets and dies, the embossing folder, are not included. Just the embellishments, the ribbon, and the DSP. So I would love to have you here in class with me. If this is something you're interested in, please reach out to me because I would love to have you here. Alrighty. Oh, also the last thing about Paper Pumpkin, which I forgot to mention, is yesterday was the cutoff date for Paper Pumpkin, for you to register for the October one. So today is the first day that you can now sign up for November's Paper Pumpkin. So if Paper Pumpkin is something you are interested in, let me know. We would love to get you started having a box of crafting fun delivered to you right in your mailbox. What's not better than having something at home for you to do, right? So much fun. Okay, today's class, we are going to be using this stamp set, one of a kind, in this set of dies. I am using the dies for 2 of my cards and 2 of the cards. We're not using the die. Again, these are not included in the card kits. You are getting the pieces of paper for these card kits for you to do. I can die cut things out, but I cannot stamp images for you. So keep that in mind. So this might be something that you want to add. The bundle is $27.75. Again, with the $50 order, you get this card kit free. If you do a $55 order, you will receive an embellishment free. In addition to that stamp set and dies, I am also going to be using the circles from the Stylish Shapes dies. This is a great, how do I want to say it? It's a great standard set of dies for you to have in your crafting collection if you do not have this one yet. It has the stitched lines on the images, and yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. I use it a lot. And then one of the other sets of dies that I am bringing in is this circle right here from this set of dies, and that is from the Unbounded Love dies. Okay, so I'm using this one here. The Unbounded dies is in our annual catalog right here on page 54. If you are not currently working with the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but you would like to have a copy of your very own of the annual catalog and the holiday catalog, please reach out to me so I can get them to you. But it's this set of dies down here. There is a bundle if you wish to keep it as a bundle. You do not have to. But again, the most of the images in the Unbounded Love dies are good for multiple stamp sets. So there is that. Also in the annual catalog, on page 123 is where you will see the Stylish Shapes, and you can see the circles here on this card. But that's where the Stylish Shapes is from. And then lastly, let's show you in the mini catalog where the one of a kind is. It is on page 45 of the annual catalog. There's a set of 2 dies. This die cuts out this stamped image, and then there is what we call a standalone die. This die works on its own and does an intricate. So you're going to see this in action here in just a little bit. But again, this is a one-of-a-kind bundle that I'm using today. In addition to that, we are going to be using Night of Navy ink and Balmy Blue. All right, are you guys ready? Let's see if Kristen's ready. That's the bigger question. Okay, so for this first card, we are using Night of Navy. This is 8.5 by 5.5. It was scored at 4 1/4. And it's the perfect size card. It's our standard size card. So I'm going to use my bone folder to make that nice and crisp. In addition, we need 2 pieces of our basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I need a piece of basic white that is 3/8 of an inch by 3 inches. Okay? Oh, I forgot to mention and forgot to look up for you. I'm also going to be, using our blending brushes today with you as a technique. So, a lot of fun. Love it. Okay. I need to bring in a scrap piece of paper here just so I don't get ink where I don't want it. And so to start off with, I am going to open up my ink. I'm going to pick up some Balmy Blue ink. And then I am just going to add some color so it's not so white. And I don't want a lot of it, so that looks good to me. Okay, and so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Night of Navy, and I'm going to take my largest snowflake image, ink it up, and then this is going to get stamped right here in the middle of my paper, just like so. This glass mat is also available for anybody to purchase. It is in the online store, and I absolutely love it. So while that's open, while the navy's open, I'm going to go ahead and grab my greeting, and I'm going to ink this up. And we are going to stamp right here in the middle. Now, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, the stamp is clear and the block is clear. So I can look down through my stamp as I'm stamping it and see exactly where I want my image to go. So now I'm going to bring this one back in. I am done, yes, with the navy. And now I'm going to bring in my blowing snow image. And we're going to do one here. And we're going to do one up here like so. And now I am going to take two of my snowflake images, the little ones. And I'm going to ink it up, but then I'm going to stamp off just slightly, because I don't want the images to be too strong. I want them more subtle, more subdued. Okay, so there is that. Okay. And now I need to do a little bit on the inside. And again, I like to bring a little bit of the outside to the inside. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color down here in the corner. And I am going to ink my blowing snow up. And then I'm going to stamp without stamping off so you can see the difference. See how one's a little softer and that one's a little darker, but I'm bringing that to the inside. Okay, close that up for now. Move that out of the way. Okay, this is my inside piece, and so I'm going to put some adhesive on here. This is going to go to the inside of my card, like so. This one is going to go on the outside of my card. And so this one is going to go on here. Good Lord. Kristen jumped on the struggle bus. Okay, there's that. And now I'm going to take my image and I'm going to take a pair of scissors. Ouch. And I'm going to snip that at an angle that way and snip this one at an angle that way, like so. And now I need my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to flip this over and I am going to put dimensionals. So add mini dimensionals to your list to get when you go shopping when we are all done stamping today. So there is that. There is card number 1. Simple but super cute, don't you think? The cards do not have to be so over the top. You can go simple and be just as cute, I think. Okay, let's go on to card number 2. And by the way, when you receive this card kit in the mail, all these pieces are going to be cut for you, and they will be in the individual envelopes, and they will be marked as card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4. So you will know which card is which. So do not dump your envelopes out. You can come back to this live video as many times as you want to see the projects be created. You can start and stop as many times as you want until you get your cards accomplished. So here is card number 2. This is a piece of our thick basic white. It is again 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Line up the edges, and there's that. Then we are going to need 2 pieces of basic white, again 4 by 5 1/4. I needed a piece of basic white that was 3 inches by 3 inches, and now Stylish Shapes dies. I took the second largest die and cut a circle out. Then I needed a piece of basic white that was 7/8 inches wide, and this one is 2 3/4 inches long. And then I need a piece of Night of Navy that is 5 1/4 by 1 inch long. Okay? And so here we go. I need to clean up my stamps from the last card that I did. Okay. And I am going to put all 3 of my littlest stamps on here together to create one stamp. Instead of doing them all individually, I put them together to make for a little bit quicker stamping. Okay, so I think I am going to start here, and I'm going to use my Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to ink up again my largest image, and this is going to go on my circle, but I'm going to stay over to my right of the circle. Okay, so it's going to be offset. It is ever so slight. If you look between here and here, there's a little more room on this side than there is on this side, okay? And you'll see why I did that here in just a minute. Okay, and so now on this one, I want to stamp my greeting. And this one is going to say, "You are a one-of-a-kind, wonderful friend." So I'm inking this up, and again, because it's clear, I can look down through my stamp and know exactly where I'm stamping it, and it just barely fits on there, but barely is okay, as long as it fits, right? Okay, so there is that one. Now I'm going to take my outside piece, and I am going to create a background on here. So I'm going to ink up my navy one, and I'm going to stamp off. Don't worry, it's all good. Not all snowflakes look the same, do they? Okay. So there is that. And you know what? Stampin' Up! Makes paper specially for Kristen. So if you make a mistake, you can flip it over and try again. So let's see if we can do a better job. There we go. I bet you didn't know Stampin' Up! Made paper especially for me. That's my story, and I am sticking to it. There's that. And now I am going to take the stamp that I put all 3 of the little snowflakes on, and I'm going to do the same thing. Stamp off, stamp on here. Okay, scissors are in the way. Try that again. Okay. Just fill in. If you feel like a place is missing something, you can just keep turning your paper until you've got it the way you want it. Okay, so I think that looks good. Oh, let me bring my scrap back in. Remember, we got to bring some of that outside to the inside, right? So again, I'm going to ink this up, stamp it off, and stamp down here on the bottom. All right, okay. And now we're going to put this together. And so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to take my 1 inch by 5 1/4 piece of Night of Navy, put adhesive on it, and it is going to go across here like so. Okay. And you want to start your gluing beforehand, so if your layer is a little bit long, you can trim that off. If I had glued it all down, I wouldn't be able to do that. And so now this image, I am going to attach to the card. Remember, this is the one I did off to the side. And so when I put this on, I am going to be mindful and kind of eyeball where that is. That's going to go down. Now I'm flipping it over, and now I'm taking my scissors and just trimming off the circle like so. Okay? And now, oh, hold on. While the glue is wet, Kristen messed up. Sorry. It's all good. Don't freak out. I got it up. I saved the day. I'm being your heroine today. Instead of a hero, I am being the female version of the hero, right? Hey, it's my story, and I can be one. There we go. Okay, that's going back down. Sorry. There we go. There is that. This is going to go on the inside. So this is going to go in here like so. And then this one, I am going to put adhesive on here. And this is going to go on here like so. There you have it. What do you think of that one? Can you see why I stamped those off now? I wanted this part to be my focal point, so I wanted the ink darker, so your eye is drawn to there, so I stamped off to make the background lighter. So there is card number 2. All right, card number 3. All right, so for this one, right, is this the one we want to do? Yes. Okay. Okay, so for this one, we need a piece of Balmy Blue that is 8.5 by 5.5, again, scored at 4 1/4. So it is the perfect size card. Okay, Balmy Blue, same color as the ink. Okay, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I need a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. Then I need a piece of navy that is 3 3/4 by 5, and then I need another piece of balmy blue that is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and that is going to layer on here. I know it's 1/8 of an inch measurements, but it'll be cool when it's done, so bear with me. Again, I need a 3 by 3 piece of navy to die cut my circle, and then I dropped a piece. Of course, Krista needs another piece that is 2.5 by 2.5 basic white, and I need a piece that is 3/4 of an inch by 3.5 of basic white. Alrighty, are you ready? Okay, bringing in my scrap piece again. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my snowflake in Night of Navy, stamping it in the middle of that 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch piece of white. Okay, and then I am going to take my greeting, and again, because it's a photopolymer, I can see down through it. So in the Night of Navy ink again, I am going to stamp my greeting. Hope you have the merriest season ever. And it is going to go on there like so. Okay. And now I'm going to close up the Night of Navy ink and bring in the balmy blue ink and my balmy blue piece of paper. That's the 1/8 measurements. And now we're going to ink up in the balmy blue, and we're just going to randomly stamp this on here and create, in essence, our own designer series paper. So if you don't have that exact piece of paper that you're looking for, you can create your own. So there is that, and I'm going to bring this one back in, and this time, close that, I'm going to bring in my Night of Navy ink again, and my large snowflake, and this time I'm going to put a snowflake part way on and part way off for the inside. Okay, there we go. Now the snowflake that I did here in the beginning, I am going to run that through with the snowflake die, and there we go. Now remember, in these card kits, this will not be done for you. I cannot send any stamped images, okay? That's against Stampin' Up! Policy, just so you know. Okay, so let's put this together. So this one is going to go on the inside of the balmy blue. So there is that one. And then this one, we are going to put this one down, and we are going to do similar to what we did just a minute ago. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Going to flip this over, give this a trim. Okay, there's that. Then this one is going to get adhered to this. This one is going to get adhered to the front of the balmy blue, like so. This one is going to have adhesive on it. This one is going to go to the edge of this as well, approximately centered, like so. And then this is going to go on our card with dimensionals. So I am looking for my dimensionals. I'm just using my mini ones. You can use whatever size you want. But these are right here, so I'm going to use these, and then this is going to go on here. Like so. There we go. There is card number 3. What do you think? Simple but cute, huh? Okay, one more, guys. We have one more to go. All right, for this one, again, we are going to be using a piece of Balmy Blue that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Make the perfect size card. Okay, make that nice and crisp. Then I need a piece of basic white for the inside that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then I need a piece of basic white for the outside that is 3 inches by 5 1/2. Then I need a piece of basic white that is 2.5 by 2.5. And then I need a piece of Balmy Blue that would measure 1 3/4 by 4 1/2. And I went ahead and die cut. These are those standalone snowflakes. And then I also die cut the circle. Now the die cuts I can do ahead of time and send them to you. So when you get this card kit, these pieces will already be die cut for you. Okay, I'm just not allowed to stamp images and send those. So that's why you need the stamp set and dies for yourself. So I'm going to open up my Balmy Blue ink, take my large image and stamp it in the middle like so. Now I cleaned this off. Now watch, I'm going to show you something. You can flip this over and use the back as a solid. So I'm now going to ink it up. And looking for my scrap paper. That ran away on Kristen. There it is. My scrap paper. And I'm inking it up. And I'm stamping off. And see, it makes a solid on the back, which does not look good until you stamp it over the snowflake. And look. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? That's how you can do a 2-step stamping. It's the same color ink. One is just stamped off, and it's the back of the snowflake. So you're using both sides of your stamp. Put them to use. Isn't that cool? Love it. Just a little FYI. And then I am going to run that through the machine and die cut it out. So I've already done that, so that's ready to go. Now I need this piece here, and this time I am going to get my whirling snow, and this is going to go up here like so. This one is going to go down this way like so. And then I need one. Okay, so this one I'm going to ink this up. And I want it down it is going to go up here like so. Okay, and then my inside piece, I keep loose, there it is. Huh. I'm going to take my whirling snow and put that direction. So again, bringing just a little bit of the outside element to the inside. And then I need this piece here. Oops. I need this piece here, and I need my greeting. And this time I'm using Sending a Flurry of Happy Wishes. So I'm going to ink this up in the Balmy Blue. And even though this is Balmy Blue cardstock, you will see it just like you did on the one that I did with the background. So there we go. There's our greeting. Okay. We are ready to put this card together. And so the first thing I'm going to do is put adhesive on the back side of this. This is going to go approximately in the middle. And I say approximate. You could use your grid and measure everything out if you wish to. You don't have to. Okay, and then I'm going to do a double check. Yep. Okay, so there's a little tiny bit of white showing down here. And so I'm going to just take my paper snips and trim that off. Okay, so there is that. And so now, I forgot my silicone craft sheet. So I'm just going to bring in my dimensional backing. And I'm just going to use my liquid glue and put dots of glue on here and on the back of this one. You have plenty of time to do this to both while you've got it open and using it. The glue's not going to dry immediately. And so now I am going to take my snowflake, and this one is going to go up here like so. This one is going to go down here like so. And then this one is going to go up on dimensional. You can use the edge of your dimensionals. Don't let that go to waste. You paid for it. Use it all up. So this one is now going to go up here like so. And now this is going to go over here. So this one's already up on a dimensional. So I need a dimensional over here to this side. Oops, there is another whole one on here. So I'm going to put that on there like so. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue right here because I know that's where it's going to go and it's going to cover. And this is going to go on here like so. Then this one needs to go on the inside of our card. So I hope you have enjoyed today's Free Class Friday. Again, you can receive all the pieces to the card when you go online to my store. Use this host code and place a $50 order. I will send you the cardstock pieces to create all 4 of today's cards. Okay, they will have the envelopes. You need to have the dies to die cut the image out and the stamps, because I am not allowed to send you any of the stamped images. So unless you have a stamp set at home, that you could swap out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope, like I said, that you enjoyed today's free class. If there's anything that I shared with you today that you need help with, please reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I will see you next Friday, which I believe, what's the date of that? Is that like the 17th, somewhere around in there? But it'll be Friday at 2 o'clock. I will see you then. Have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.